Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SWBYC Radio, a one stop destination for all events at SWBYC. Here with us today, we have Mr. Nikhil, Ms. Gunjan, and myself, Sumant. We have gathered here today to discuss and reflect on a journey of Darpan 2024 at Bangalore Yashwantpur campus. So let's hear from Ms. Gunji.
Okay. Hi, sir. Hi, sir.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome.
Good as always.
Alright, let's go. Okay. Here I'm going to ask you all a few questions as to how Darpan 2024 went,
Mhm.
and let's see what are your thoughts on this year. Yeah. Okay. So, Nikhil sir, your first question is Darpan 2024, how do you think was different from the previous years?
I feel like this year, Darpan in BYC especially, took a more vibrant and challenging turn. I feel like you had a lot of things going on, but at the same time, you had a lot of support from different areas, which made sure the things went smoothly during the event. And that was one of the major things that I felt the student community actually helped and pushed forth to make this year's Darpan a little more ecstatic and amazing. And I think one more thing that we actually focused on was more of inclusivity, where we took in students ideas for different events and basically new events that students recommended, and it went on pretty well this year. So I think that was like a major highlight for this year. Yeah.
Right. I totally agree with Nikhil sir on that. So, Suman sir, what challenges do you think we faced this year?
Challenges, if you're doing something good, we face a lot of challenges. That is true. When it's specific to Darpan, we face challenges like we on one particular day we had like 6 events to manage, like all kinds of events like art, lit, stage, events happening in simultaneously, starting at Grand Portico, Nexus Commons, classrooms, Peacock Circle. So yeah, the weather was one of the major challenge what we faced, changing the venues, and of course, giving yellow forms is a challenge what I feel to students. So yes, we overcame that, and yeah, had a very nice journey. When it comes to specifically challenges, yeah, as I told, weather was a challenge, and on time couldn't start the event. That was the challenge. See, we visioned on starting the event at 4, but it was not a big delay. It was around 10 minutes delay, 10 to 15 minutes delay because of judge not coming on time, or facility not being set up on time, um, or the arrangements, the pre-event arrangements were not done on time. Yeah, apart from that, we had a joyful journey of that.
Okay, yes, I totally agree with that as well because all the ups and downs has actually helped us come together and made Darpan 2024 a grand success. I hope all of y'all have seen that. Yes. So, Nikhil sir, what were the new events that we introduced this year?
Oh, we had quite a lot, especially in music. Oh, we had so many.
Yes.
I know y'all hated me for that, but all right. But just a few things. I think we had like one of the major highlights with Sumanta would like was no fire cooking,
Yes.
and he had to taste a lot of dishes. How was that experience?
Oh, that was really good. I did not even expect so many participants will turn up, and I ended up tasting around 44 dishes, and each dish was something different. One other thing, some students have made like Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Indian. Like nice. It was actually good. Something innovative. I did not even expect that our students have that much talent in cooking.
So, was your tummy okay the next day?
Yes, it was all good.
Yeah, and yeah, for the next we had like for dance we had street battle, and yeah, how did that go around?
So street battle, I think, is one of the events that happens only happened only in our campus this year for the first time. And the students, oh my God, the talent that they had out there. Being the dance coordinator, I haven't seen that side of the students, but yeah,
Yeah.
it was really amazing to see them out there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've seen the after movie, and oh my god, the amount of the dance moves that they put out. I didn't expect those students to actually have that in them, man. Yeah, and the like the one of the music events that really caught my eye was picture composition, and it's to take like artwork and express yourself through music, and that was one of the major those three really caught my mind in those, yeah, the new events that we had.
Right.
When it came to dance, there was one more event interesting, the dance with props.
Yes. Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh my God, that event, a student holding a pillow and dancing and
How was the
trying to
suitcase?
catch the balloon.
Suitcase.
Oh yeah, suitcase. It was really good. Something amazing or something different and unique trying in our campus.
Thank you. Okay. So, Suman sir, how do you think that the student participation has changed compared to the previous years?
Okay. This is my second Darpan. Compared to the first year, this year's Darpan, we had a lot of promotions from our PR and media committee. So from that promotions, we made sure each and every Christ site of our campus is aware when Darpan is happening, when is the registrations, when is the registration starting, when is the registration is closing, and do they have on-spot registrations for a few events. Yeah, from all these, we could see high number of registrations, but turnout for few events was
Mhm.
a bit low.
True. True.
Okay, we need to improve on that
Yeah.
in further events. That's okay. But I personally felt that we need a bit more promotions on few events like the newly introduced events.
True. True.
Yeah, last year Darpan or the previous year's Darpan, when it comes to the final years or the second years, they're aware what are the events that was happening in Darpan. But information on the new events was not reached to them properly.
True.
So, for example, if we say no fire cooking, um, people, the students, the participants were asking too many doubts. Are we allowed to get
Mhm.
induction? Are we allowed to get a cooked food? Are we allowed to get an ice cube? So these were the doubts that they usually asked me, and I felt that we did not give them a proper introduction about the events.
Mhm.
So we'll improve on this next time or the next year. If we are introducing any events, any of the new events, we'll make sure that it is reached out to them. The rules and regulations is clear,
Mhm.
and the last minute changes of the rules and regulations is not happening.
Yeah.
Apart from this, we had a decent amount of turnout for this Darpan 2024.
I feel like we need to do a segment on new events.
Yes.
That should be one of our segments.
Yeah. PR committee, I hope y'all caught that. We need
Mhm.
to work on that. Okay. So, Nikhil sir, how do you think that the events this year added on to the vibrancy of the campus?
Wow. I mean, the amount. So the I think the new events that we had in different spaces around campus, and the participation from those like like if the way they actually portrayed their art and talent actually added on to what we have in campus. And what I've seen is like the space open spaces that we had, people do observe, and people love when it's live performances going on. And something especially, okay, before Darpan, we had this open mics going on, like the first
Right.
weeks of, and people were so enthusiastic to at least go and perform.
Mm.
So I think that was one of the areas that actually helped, improve that vibrancy in around campus. And I think just to maintain that, having like more open mics post Darpan will actually get a lot more people into this, that vibrancy.
True.
So, when we are vibrant always, how will students get that vibe of exams? Because after Darpan, they had exams.
Oh, exactly why 1 week before exams, we gave that space to them for preparing and all.
Suman sir, how do you think we're going to sustain this vibrancy on campus?
So, as I mentioned in the introduction, ours is a joyful campus,
Of course.
as everyone know, and we, Student Welfare Office, is known for having joyful events in the campus, making campus vibrant always, even during exams. Okay,
How
so
come?
how students are writing exams now, we are recording in the CDL studio and having these joyful moments.
True.
Okay,
Okay.
so when you ask how will we maintain this vibrancy in the campus always, so as Nikhil sir told, let's organize some open mics happening, and let's make student community engaged in the vibe of joy in the campus. Let's have a random performances happening in different venues like Grand Portico, Peacock Circle, and we also have a glass house near the chat hut. Let's plan to have a few dance performances there, a flash mobs there, a promotion for our next events.
True, true, true. But I think also adding to that, what we should do is all the new events that we introduced in Darpan, say for example street battle, or not as a battle as such, but just people performing in that style. That would actually help people. Oh, let's prepare for next year. That
True.
kind of a thing. So I think putting all these new events across through, through the next couple of months would actually help them out. It would also
Right.
help maintain that vibrancy that we had in
Yeah.
Darpan.
True.
Yes, and then we already have the cultural team forming, the winners of Darpan.
True,
We'll
true.
tell them to perform.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, Nikhil sir, this year we have new heads that have been appointed. And how do you think they performed during Darpan this year?
Wow. To be honest, like the way we had, like it was a long process to select our heads. Just make a note. It was a long process, yes. But I think we did a really good job in selecting those people because the students really delivered to a point where we thought, oh, for example, let's say the overall heads, they actually worked, they communicated, they made sure things actually went on to a certain extent quite well. And stage for most of the events, it went on quite more than what I expected. I know there are a few things that we could give a few more training, a little more training on, but like as a whole, like the heads that function this year, for especially for Darpan, they were quite organized. They knew what need to be done. Like moment after moment, they would update. If they didn't know, they would update us what needs to be done. They would ask. So I think that is one of the key qualities in a leader is if you don't know, you ask, and not just say, oh, I don't know, so I'm not going to show it that I don't know. But they really delivered, and they made sure that they they were clear with what they had to do. One thing that I was really impressed was not being biased, but the choir heads this year, um,
Oh, let's go.
the way they made sure, like even though if I was not present for their meetings, Kitana, Sarah, and Benny would update me on like what's going on with certain things. They would ask me, sir, we need this, this, this. Like whatever was not given by me, they would make sure that I delivered to them. So it is a very good thing that this year they came out.
So
Yeah,
adding on to this, so something what impressed me, like when the heads, when they were functioning for Darpan is every morning's briefing.
yeah,
So they used to come at 8:30. Their classes are starting at 9:30. They used to come at 8:30, come brief
yeah.
and take down all the inputs. And yeah, they used to reflect on the event. What has happened? It's a reflection.
Oh my God.
Heads,
Let's keep
heads
that in caption.
took the inputs and they reflected on the event. So, yeah, as you told, they were not aware of few things. For a few of them, it is like first Darpan
True,
organizing as the heads. They were not aware of things. They make sure that they come to us and um, take the inputs.
true.
Judge backed out. What to do?
Yeah,
They came to us. We gave them the solution. And facility was not set up on time. They came to us. We gave them the solution. We had to approach the facility and had to get things done. I feel that even in our absence, heads functioned well.
true.
Yes. It was something inspiring for us as well. Even in our absence, they functioned well. They had their committee meetings, briefed the volunteers properly, and pre event, post event, they used to have the meetings
Mm,
and made sure the Darpan 2024 was joyful and made it a success.
true, true.
Right. Totally agree with that. Suman sir, I have a last question for you. What leadership skills do you think our heads have shown this year?
As I told, they have got a wonderful skills of organizing. Even when we are not there in that event, as there were 6 events happening
Mhm.
simultaneously on a day, uh, we get to be there in few events. Even in our absence, they organize it very well. Um, Made sure they give a very nice hospitality to the judge. The skills like organizing and teamwork. My God, the commitment they have towards their committee and the team was truly amazing and inspiring for me. inspiring for me. I had to learn from them. Most of the skills I'm learning from the students. So yeah, reflecting on whatever they projected as a leaders. And apart from that, they had a very nice communication skills
Sure.
to maintain that transparency
Mhm.
between us and the volunteers and to the participants. So yeah, I'm waiting to hear a feedback of Darpan from the participants. How did we organize, or how did we treat the participants? And yeah.
All right. So I think with that, we do conclude our Darpan 2024 for the year. It's been a great time. We've seen so much talent. All our first, second, and third years have put in their best foot forward and participated in all the. We literally had 55 events this year, which was one of the highest among all 3 years of the Darpan BYC. So we're very proud that all our volunteers and heads have organized it so well. And one much awaited event that we are all excited, and I'm sure all the Christites out there are excited for too. We have Bhasha Utsav coming up on 28th of September. So stay tuned, go out shopping, go get all your dresses that you're planning to wear, and we're going to see you all super soon for Bhasha Utsav 2024.
So yeah, I hope we had a good time reflecting on Darpan, a joyful Darpan in the joyful campus. Okay, so I sincerely thank our director, Dr. Father Benny Thomas, our associate director, Dr. Father Biju Casey, our administrator, Father Vinod Michael, our dean, Dr. Joby Thomas, associate dean, Dr. Raghunandan ji, all the heads of the departments, all the faculties, and how can I forget the CDL studio. Okay, so I thank all the CDL team for their constant support from the script till now. So yeah, let's wait for the best. Thank you.